It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
And we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. Hope y'all ready for this one.
And it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Known for some incredible wings and one of the league's most passionate fan bases. We're just outside of Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Welcome in, football fans. Thanks for joining us. Kate, Scott, and Brock Hewitt here with you. And Brock, on paper, it's not quite the competitive contest that everyone hopes for each week, but projections have us heavily tilted towards one sideline here.
One thing that is cool, Kate, it's been really easy to rally together this week for this team because nothing will unite a football roster, in my experience, than having the whole world against you. Heck, even your own fans at home against you. They don't care if nobody thinks they've got a shot. Those dudes playing today, putting that uniform on, they believe they can do this, and the power of that belief is a big deal.
Daniel Carlson ready to get us started. And off we go from Highmark Stadium. Ty Johnson now to return. This return makes it up to the 25. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. And leading them out, someone who's still the pride of Wyoming University and Fireball, California. One of the league's best and biggest arms, Josh Allen.
We've seen a lot of big arms come and go in the NFL. Few translate that talent, though, into stardom, quite like Josh Allen. It's fun for me on the college football road when I ask these young quarterbacks who they idolize, who they look up to, and just about every big guy that can run says the same thing, Josh Allen, because that skill set is so tantalizing. A player who can rip off a highlight reel play with the pass and just as easy with the down in just about any situation.
Has him on the quick hitter. And looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Divine Diablo there on the tackle.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
From the 29. That finds his man. It's Keon Coleman. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. Third down, 1 yard to go. This is Cook on the handoff. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Give him 3 on that gain. And that's good for a Bills first down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
First down throw for Allen. He finds Kincaid. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Bills first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. This is Cook. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Stopped by the unmistakable Max Crosby. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They kick the running back in motion. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Connection made to Shakir. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Allen now on first down. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a Bills first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's first and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
All right, still scoreless through one quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. About to begin the second here, the Bills definitely thinking points. Shakir sent in motion left. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
Allen on 3rd and short. Forced out. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. This 32 yards out on the right hash. Amendola able to put it through. And they're on the board.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Bass now to kick this away. Starting from the 5. So out had the Raiders for their first possession. They're brought out by someone who's kept the exact energy now as he had when he entered the league back in 2019. It's Gardner Minshew.
Well, even though it took over an entire quarter for him to finally get on the field, he does get to hit out there with a chance to give his team an immediate lead. And you almost expect it, Kate, for him to do that. With how much time he's had on the sideline to prepare, get his guys focused for their chance as it's finally arrived.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Madison. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They'll go right back to Madison. He's got to gain a 6 there. Christian Benford up to make that stop. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Third and just 2 to go. Here's Madison again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. That's taken at the 15. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That punt goes 63 yards. And the Bills will take over possession. The Buffalo offense out there for their second drive of the contest. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now Allen off the play action. Finds his fullback. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Nate Hobbs in on that stop. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. Second down now, 7 to go. Slot man in motion right. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Complete to Shakir. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Nate Hobbs in on that stop. It's the 2-minute warning now from Highmark. And it's the Bills, with only a yard to go here on 3rd down. Receiver in motion, headed right. Allen throw on 3rd and 1. This one's quickly to Shakir. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. On 1st down, Allen. Complete to Coleman. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Allen gonna throw again. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Running back sent in motion. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
So on 4th down, on comes Sam Martin to handle the punt for the Bills. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the Raiders' offense. And we're down inside a minute to play in the half, but that's enough time to get a drive together. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, Minshew. On him quick, and they bring him down. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. They get 28 out of that play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Minshew working from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Sticking in the air with Minshew. Fights off the pressure. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. First time this game they've looked to him. So that brings up 2nd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Play action, it's Minshew. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Up the middle they go with Madison. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st. That's a pickup of 7 yards, so now they'll face 4th down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Las Vegas sends out the punt team. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Got 49 on his first punt. This one looks even longer. And they won't be able to return this one as it sails out of bounds. It's halftime here in Buffalo. The Bills with the lead after 2. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Bass now to kick this away. It's Amir Abdullah with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Out come the Raiders. They'll have it first to begin the third quarter. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Out of the gun, Minshew. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Makes the handoff. Now Minshew. Marshall there to bring it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that will set up 1st and goal.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fast.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the pressure drives them backwards.
You know, we do enough of these games, Kate, and I am a big fan of creativity. And the QBs today are some of the best to ever do it. That's a situation where you got to know on 1st down, it's not time to be creative, especially if you feel the heat coming defensively. Just find a way to throw that sucker in the 1st row.
Gotta forget about 1st down in a hurry. They need a chunky yards here on 2nd and goal. Another try following the sack. He'll get it complete to Alexander Madison. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Now Minshew on 3rd and goal. He's on the move. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
So now on 4th down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that will tie things up in the 3rd.
I know, you always want to finish drives in the end zone, but no matter what, the important thing is they end in some kind of points. And that's mission accomplished there.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The Bills offense all set for their next drive. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Working the sideline, that's Coleman. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Ooh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards. Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Running it after the penalty. He's got room to roam here. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Man in motion here. First down throw for Allen. Into traffic, complete. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. Just a field goal aside so far as we enter the final quarter of play. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Pass complete to Cook. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Cook. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Bills take a 4th quarter lead. It's a James Cook touchdown. That was a great response, Brock. After they got driven backwards on 1st down, they go right back to the ground and score just 1 play later.
Yeah, and I think if you and I were in the huddle down there after that 1st down loss, I think we would have felt a whole bunch of pride. Give me another shot, and boy, did they deliver.
Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills break that tie and now lead by 7. Bass now to kick this away. He fields it from the 8. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Inside handoff goes to Madison. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Minshew on first down. That one's on the mark. Jacoby Myers. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
Here's Madison. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
You know what I love about that play call? It was simple. Nobody overthinking on the sideline or out on the field, just an offense going to work and moving those chains.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Raiders losing by 7. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Back to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
He'll look to throw it. This ball's cut by Bowers. And they bring him down around the 34. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Third and a lone yard coming up. Now to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. They get 6 and a first down as well.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. Escapes the pocket. He's on the move. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Completed to his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. Here he is to throw. That's complete. Here's Madison. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Bails out of the pocket quick. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its second. Still one more in their pocket to use. And the Bills bringing out an extra defensive back, third down coming up. Looking to throw it. He gets this one to Myers. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down. To throw. Escapes out to the left. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. And they do not get a desperately needed first down. He doesn't make it, and they still trail after the turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them a possession.
The Bills take a knee, and they'll let the seconds tick away in this win. So it's the Bills who come away with the win. And it still shows up as a victory for them, Brock, whether they score 50 or they have a rough day putting points on the board. With Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Bills as we say so long from Buffalo.